Well, as you travel about today, you're going to see people with ashes on their foreheads. And there's a good reason. Well, several actually. Before I get into that, welcome to Mornings with Bishop Robert. Thanks for joining me. Come on in and have a seat with me in my study as we talk about ashes. My goal is to introduce people to the Jesus they never knew, and then help them to get to know him and his word personally and better. So if our time together today speaks to your heart, let me invite you to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. You know, there are important events that occur in our lives. We mark most of them with celebrations and even anniversaries. Birthdays and weddings probably top the list. An upcoming wedding can take an incredible amount of preparation. You've got to select the best venue, decide on what the bridal party is going to wear, make sure all the guests are invited. Now the list is long, detailed, and can be very expensive. Some of my very best friends just invited me to participate in their 50th wedding anniversary. They gave me the invitation yesterday, 4 months in advance of the event. I mean, it's a very important, once-in-a-lifetime event they wanted to make sure I didn't miss. So they sent the invitation in plenty of time for me to plan and prepare. Hey, I'm even going to get to celebrate a renewal of their vows. So what does all this have to do with ashes? Well, first let me explain the what. Then I'll touch on the why, and then why it's really important to you, even if you've never observed this particular Christian holy day. Today is Ash Wednesday. It's the beginning of the church's calendar season known as Lent, which will culminate in 7 weeks with the pinnacle of Christian celebrations, Resurrection Day. Now, you may think of Lent as a time to give something up for a while, sort of a way to show God how serious you are about being a good Christian. Or you may think that the whole idea of Lent is totally weird. But actually, it's deeply symbolic, and it's really neither of those two things. Churches prepare for Ash Wednesday by burning the palm branches left over from last year's celebration of Palm Sunday. Then those ashes are imposed on the forehead as the priest quotes our verse for today, which comes from the book of Genesis. It says, "Remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return." Now, Ash Wednesday has multiple applications that make it significant. It's a time of focus, a time of preparation. We're actually preparing for a wedding celebration. Ours. Followers of Jesus are called the bride of Christ in the Bible. And this season, it's the time that we prepare ourselves. Christ's resurrection from the dead is what sealed the promise of ours and our participation in the ultimate wedding feast that's to come. So, like any bride preparing for a wedding, we give that event our total focus. We choose to put some things aside so we can attend to other things that are more important. We forego some things so we can make certain we're able to have others. And, of course, sometimes the bride just stops all the planning and preparation work to just spend some more time with her betrothed. But the bride isn't doing any of things to try and prove she loves her fiancé. She's doing them because she loves him and she wants to do all she can to be prepared for the big event. Lent's a time of preparation for celebration. It's a time to carefully consider dozens and dozens of things to make sure we haven't forgotten something that really needs to be attended to make sure we're ready. The disciplines of Lent lead us along a path of hope culminating in a celebration of life. And as we receive the imposition and the sign of the cross is marked on our foreheads, the ashes mark me as a sinner, but the cross marks me as one who has a Savior. Hey, a final thought. Ash Wednesday should not be the only day when people can immediately tell you're a Christian. Should be evident every day in our lives, our words and our actions. Yeah, we should live lives of sacrifice because we're dust. And our bodies will return to the dust. But it's what happens after that point that is so important. Think choosing a venue for a wedding is important? Try choosing the venue for the place where you'll spend eternity. See, this is important because we need to consider where we are in our relationship with Jesus and how to best prepare ourselves for the celebration that's coming in 7 weeks. Are you ready? Well, I'm ready to tell you that we've used up all the time we've got for this morning, but could I ask you to help me introduce people to the Jesus they never knew and help them get to know Him and His Word personally and better? Would you please like this video? It'll help more people see it. And then click follow or subscribe so you and I can get together every day. If you click the link in the description, you'll get a free copy of my book, Count to One, God's Plan for Christian Unity. You can download it directly to your inbox. And then one more thing. Share this video with a friend, would you? Because as you do, you are part of the team, touching hearts all over the world with the love of Jesus. Thanks for helping.